Hey, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing my January monthly manis. So I started off the month with a twin with Barb. We always get together usually a week before Christmas, but this year we weren't able to do it until the beginning of January. And we always like to do an in-person twin. So this year we did an almost twin. We each wore one coat of Midnight from my brand, which is a one coat black. And then we each wore a Fancy Gloss Goddess polish. We didn't have the same one, surprisingly. I wore Aqua Goddess, and this is very pretty. However, I did not love this. This together, mine was very metallic-y, which I don't love metallics. Barb's was very sparkly, so hers was really pretty. Hers was like turned out deeper navy and sparkly, and mine turned out more of like a dark turquoisey teal and very metallic. So I didn't love this. Next time I wear this, I'll probably wear either like a neutralizing pink undies, like a pale pink, or maybe a white. I'm not sure. I'll have to experiment with this, but I didn't love this together. Okay, then I did a twin with Lisa. We each wore Posh for Days Midnight Marble. Now this is so beautiful, and I do love this. I love the gorgeous glowing flakies. However, on the nails, this was just, I don't know, it was missing a richness that I was hoping it would have. Like in the bottle, it's very deep and dark. And then on the nails, it just felt, I don't know, I just wanted it to be deeper. So next time I wear this, I will wear this over teal undies because I do plan to wear this again. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous polish, amazing formula. I just wished it had a little more richness to it. So like I said, I'll wear this with undies next time. Okay, then I wore a combo. I wore KB Shimmers Up to Snow Good as my base. Beautiful. I love this one. It's one of my favorite KB Shimmers. And then as my two toppers, I wore Island P Renegade and then Fair Maidens Iced. And this together was very pretty. Okay, then I did a triplet with Barb and Krista. We wore OPI's Nessie Plays Hide and Seek. I got this one from Barb. She somehow accidentally ended up with 2 bottles of this, and so she gave me one. And this was very pretty, very rich, and like mermaidy, a beautiful mermaid polish. Okay, then this year in January, I started a new series, Paint With Me, where I paint my nails on camera. And the first mani that I chose to do was a jelly sandwich. I used Zoya's Adele and Zoya's Lucy, and then sandwiched in between is OPI's Pirouette My Whistle. You guys, I love this. During the video, I said how I liked it, but that next time, if I were to ever, do a similar mani, I would layer differently, which is true. I still would layer differently. However, I loved this mani. This was so beautiful and dainty and just soft and girly. It was beautiful. This would make the perfect bridal manicure. I really, really, really loved this mani. Okay, and then I did a triplet with Amy Sue and Stacy. Stacy has joined Amy Sue and I in trying to go through some of our untried Bee's Knees lacquer, and we've actually been doing a pretty good job. I feel really happy about the amount of Bee's Knees that I've been wearing. So we wore the Crone. Beautiful, love that. And then on 2 nails, I decided to do undies, and I used Essie's Feeling Amped just on 2 nails. I liked this, and I really liked this, and I liked this. I don't know that I love them together. I mean, the concept is there because this pulls out that beautiful blue shimmer, and I did like this. However, I wished I had either done all the nails like this, or I would have rather just did this on its own instead of having 2 accent nails. I'm starting to realize that I don't really love accent nails anymore unless it's like just a pure glitter. But just doing accent nails where, it's just kind of like a topper, I don't know. I'm not in love with it. It's been many, many, many years since I've done accent nails. I used to do them all the time. I would always do on my ring finger, I would always do an accent nail. And then I haven't done them in years. And I'm kind of starting to realize it's because I don't necessarily love accent nails. So liked them individually, didn't love them together. Now the next mani, this one, I loved. This blew me away. So I wore one coat of Midnight from my brand, And then I did 1 coat of Cuticula's Belle Nuit. This already needs to be restored. This is so gorgeous. First of all, look at this. I kept putting this off. I got this in May 2022 Posh pickup, and I've been putting it off because as gorgeous as reflective glitters are, they're just so thick and gritty, and I just don't love them. And so I've been putting them off, but recently I started wearing them as toppers. So I will do a coordinating undie and then just 1 coat of my reflective glitter, and it's been working out perfect. This one, it's a thick reflective glitter and it already needs to be restored. I feel like I've already restored this once and it needs to be restored again. But anyways, this was amazing. I could not stop looking at my nails. I'm so glad that I finally decided to wear this and that I did 1 coat over 1 coat of black. Gorgeous, absolutely amazing. If you have this, wear it over black. You're gonna be blown away. Okay, then I did a copycat combo with Lisa. She actually has worn quite a few navy manis recently, and I've just really loved navy right now. Like right now, I'm really loving navy in January, early February. And so I chose a recent copycat that she did, a recent mani that she did, I used for my copycat. And I used Zoya's Sailor as a base. I think she didn't use Sailor. She had a different navy that I don't have, but I have Sailor, which is, I think it was pretty spot on. And then she wore Allen P Party Popper, and so I used the same topper. This was so, so beautiful. This was like the night sky, and this was like twinkling stars. It was so, so pretty. I loved this. Okay, then I wore a really interesting mani. I wanted to wear Cadillac's Wait For It, but this is kind of a sheer flaky crawly, beautiful, really, really beautiful. But I wanted to kind of brighten it up and then also, you know, just have some opaque undies under it. And I decided to use Orly's Ceci Ne Pas Blanc. This was so cool, you guys. I loved this. This is kind of like a grungy off-white, really, really interesting. And then this on top, those gorgeous flakies just popped over this bright base, and it was so pretty. And it had like a slightly grungy feel to it, but also like a crisp white mani at the same time. It was just really interesting. I loved it. Okay, then I have this polish that I've had since February 2021 of PPU. Supernatural Lacquer Crystal Caves. I could not figure out a way to wear this. I didn't love it on its own. I kept trying it, you know, like swatching on my nail wheel. I kept swatching it over different purples and grays, and I just couldn't figure out how to wear it. And I was thinking that I was just going to declutter it, but I really don't like to declutter beautiful indies unless I at least wear it once. And so I was just racking my brain, like, how can I wear this? Because this was on the chopping block. And then I decided to try it over blue, and I used OPI's Duomo Days and Isola Nights. This was very, very pretty, you guys. That purple shimmer just really popped over this blue, and I really liked it. I finally found a way that I enjoyed this mani. I haven't quite decided yet if I'm going to keep this or not, or if I'm going to declutter it. I guess I'll find out when I get to my purples how I feel in the moment. I'm leaning towards probably keeping it because this was really beautiful, which means that I know there's ways to wear this, and maybe I can find more ways in the future. Okay, then when I did my first paint with me, I decided at the end of the video to give you guys 2 choices of combos that I would use in my next paint with me and let you guys vote on it. And this is a combo that you guys chose. And honestly, I'm not surprised. I had a feeling this is a combo that would win. Night Owl Lacquer Mischief, beautiful, a beautiful dark teal. And then as my topper, Noodles Nail Polish Fall Babe. This was so, so pretty. I loved this pink over the dark teal, was just gorgeous. And I was hoping that you guys would pick this, and you did not disappoint. This was just gorgeous. Loved, loved, loved this. Okay, then I did a twin with my friend Laura. She had picked up a bunch of Zoya's during their 70% off sale. I think it might have been the one in December. And I had also, or no, I think there was a sale. There's another sale that they did after December. I had picked this one up during their December sale. And then I think they had another sale, and maybe it was like 10 for 25 or something like that. And she picked up this one, Tyrion. And so we decided to twin with this. This is so pretty. It's like a beautiful smoky gray with just a drop of, I think, purple. At first I was thinking it was a drop of blue, but I think it's just a drop of purple, like a deep smoky gray with just a tiny drop of purple. So beautiful. And then we decided to twin or on top with Zoya's Dallas, which I've had this one for I think 3 years and never wore it. I kept putting it in my winter rack and just never got to it. Now Dallas is very finicky. You can see they're starting to come down. But when you put it upside down, all those white glitters sink to the bottom, and you have to be really careful. Just, shake it up, and then they do disperse back nicely, and so you're able to use it. Very, very pretty. I loved this combo. It was beautiful. Now I will say, Dallas is very similar to Pirouette My Whistle. Similar, they're not exact. If you were just a casual nail polish wearer, you wouldn't necessarily need them both. However, if you're a collector like me, having OPI's Pirouette My Whistle is a classic, and you're probably going to want to have it. And then Dallas is a very nice winter topper. So I'm happy to have them both, and I'm very happy to have worn this one. Okay, then Amy Sue and Stacy and I did another triplet with Bee's Knees Lacquer, and we wore Monsters Could Be Created But Never Tamed. Very pretty. Look at that beautiful glow. And then the little platinum flakies that she puts in these, so pretty. Okay, then I had another polish that was potentially going to be on the chopping block when I do my declutter. This is Bluebird from their Winter Advent Box 2022, and this is Catch My Drift. I love the concept, the soft blue and then that strong shimmer. What I don't love about the polish is these flakies. These flakies are I couldn't quite figure out what it is that I didn't love about them. But I think what it is that the flakies are very sparse. So you don't get a lot of them. It almost feels like they were thrown in at the end as just like, oh, I have, a few extra flakies, let me put them in, but not enough to actually be cohesive in the polish. I hope that's making sense, but that's kind of what I've decided how I feel about it, why I don't love the flakies, because they're just too sparse and they don't feel cohesive like they're meant to be with the polish. However, when I wore this on my nails, you honestly really don't even see those flakies. So it kind of becomes a moot point, which also kind of backs up my theory that there's not enough of them to really make a difference in the polish. So why are they there? The whole point of that spiel is that this, you don't see the flaky, so you just see the blue and you see that gorgeous shimmer, and it was beautiful, very glowy. I really enjoyed this. Thought it was very beautiful, and so I think I'm going to be keeping this one. So I liked that one. Okay, then I did a twin with Barb. When we got together in January, we always give each other a small gift, and part of her gift was that I gave her OPI's Yay or Nay. I discovered this at TJ Maxx. I didn't know anything about the collection that had come out because I've tried to stop following a lot of like mainstream brands on Instagram because I don't want to be inundated with tons of new polishes. I'm trying to be, thoughtful and on a low buy. And I saw this at TJ Maxx and I was like, wow, that's gorgeous. What is this? And then I discovered that they had this new collection, and the whole collection is beautiful. But anyways, I picked this up, and I picked up two so that Barb and I could twin. This is so beautiful. It's a gorgeous gray, and then it has these beautiful copper and also kind of like a muted platinum flaky, I would say. I don't know that it's necessarily platinum. Maybe it's just like a soft silver flake. It's so beautiful. And the funny thing is that when Barb and I, whenever we get together, we always, before lunch, we always go to TJ Maxx and we do, shopping with friends. We look at polish and stuff. And then we go to have lunch, and then that's when we give each other a gift. And she saw this and she said, but what if I had seen it at TJ Maxx and decided that I wanted it. And I said, the funny thing is that this actually was there. There was one. And when she wasn't looking, I kind of like hid it behind other polishes so she wouldn't see it and wouldn't want to buy it. I know, sneaky. But anyways, this was beautiful. Love this. It has an amazing formula, and I'm so glad that we twinned with it. Okay, and then the last Manny of the month, this one blew me away. I love this. I had this on for days, and I did not want to take it off, and I could not stop staring at my nails. I wore Sally Hansen Pearl Treasure, which is this beautiful white, and then it's got that gorgeous little, like a pinky purple sheen to it, which is not wanting to come across on camera. It's a soft sheen. It's not like overpowering. It's not going to be bam, you know, you see that sheen. It is there though. And then it's got little tiny, they look like tiny platinum glitters. It's hard to tell if they're tiny glitters. Yeah, they're tiny glitters, not tiny flakies. They look like tiny flakies, and they look like they're platinum. Beautiful. And then as my topper, I wore a glam polish. You can't get rid of the Babadook. And this was so beautiful, you guys. I loved this so much. Absolutely amazing. I want to try to re-wear this next year for like a wear it again Wednesday. Absolutely beautiful. Loved it. All right, and the final thing I want to share with you guys is my pedicure Manny that I've been wearing. So back in, I think it was November, I had a wedding to go through. I was in my sister-in-law's wedding. My sisters-in-law? Yeah. I was in their wedding, and I decided that I wanted to get a pedicure, and I really enjoyed the process. I haven't had a pedicure in years. I don't get manicures, but I really enjoyed the process of a pedicure. And so I decided that once a month I'm gonna start getting a pedicure because, to be honest, I almost always wear when I paint my nails. It's very hard for me to paint my toenails, by the way. That's why I decided going forward I want to do pedicures. I always end up wearing them for at least a month anyway, so I thought going to get a pedicure once a month isn't that big a deal because I always wear the polish for once a month anyways. And in January, I decided to, for the first time, bring my own polish, and so I brought them Bee's Knees Lacquer As Above, So Below. So they painted this on my toes, and it's so pretty. This was kind of like a last minute, I was deciding what to wear, and I saw this, I was like, oh, that's really pretty, and I grabbed it. In hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have, because now that Amy Sue and Stacey and I are kind of tripleting with our Bee's Knees, maybe I shouldn't have worn this. I should have saved it for a triplet, but it's okay. Really beautiful, and I like this. I'm still wearing it currently. I need to go get my February pedicure. All right, you guys, that was everything that I wore in January. I think I had a lot of really good manis this month. If you guys have any comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.